Peace, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Alchemy with Asia. So, this has been on my mind to talk about. I told you guys I was going to come back and talk about poly some more and the lessons that I've learned and why it's no longer looking appealing to me. So, I want to talk about the absent father in polydynamics because I see that in so many cases and I also have experienced being with a father in poly. And there's such a difference of priority that has to be talked about. And I want to talk about this because even though I had that short experience, very, very short, I know that this is happening. Like I said, I've heard about the stories. And I've also had friends with niggas attached to them. And, they have families, and these niggas are prioritizing going outside of their family and the wife or the girlfriend, the baby mother, which is sometimes it's not all three, but either, they intertwine, right? The baby mother is not taken care of. And I think a big lesson in poly dealing with fathers or dating a father that is poly is knowing that the man has set up a structure for his family before he goes outside of it. Before he or she goes outside of it, because it doesn't just fall on the guy, right? But this topic is talking about the fathers because there's a lot of men that are fathers that want to be poly for some reason and want to drag an innocent bitch along the way. And especially if that innocent bitch doesn't have any kids, oh man, they're in for it. They want to plant their seed inside of you so effortlessly. And another thing I think is interesting is that these men that are fathers in poly usually don't have any land. They don't have any land. They don't have any money. They don't have any trust. They don't have any security to offer. Yet they're still somehow poly. And I take full accountability to say that it is also our fault as women that we enable this shit. We enable, and I won't say we because but I'm saying we as women, right? You feel me? You see where I'm going with this? We as women enable men to be in these dynamics where they are fathers and they have leeway to still get what they want, still have more bitches, have somewhere else to lay their head or lay their pipe, laying whatever but cement. Let a nigga lay some cement. How about that? Lay some cement. Let's talk. Let's talk about laying some cement. Let's talk about a house. Let's talk about some land. Let's talk about some fucking resources in this bitch. And if we're not doing that, then why are you being poly? This is not going to be a long talk. I have to have this talk because I think it's so important. And I also want to, do my due diligence and my own experience to share this shit because there's so many people in polydynamics that are. Hold on, I gotta give myself some prop. Damn, girl, damn. Ah! I look good. Anyways, I have to share my story because there are so many people in polydynamics that are not being honest. They're not happy. They're actually going to sleep crying or like going through it because their nigga is just so detached or so whatever the case may be. And these are usually polygamous dynamics, right? But it could even happen in polyamory. And I do want to clarify and say that I have usually, in polydynamics been the partner to be like, "Hey, do you want to do this together?" It was me, okay? But let a bitch have one bad experience. I'm telling it all, and that's what's happening. I've had, bad experience before, but I'm just saying let a bitch have one bad experience. And these times, oh yeah, baby, it's time to take it to the drawing board and figure out how can we share this story in the most authentic way and just let people know like what it is and what it ain't. Because what it ain't is secure. What it ain't is emotionally fulfilling. What it ain't is consistent. And especially with an absent father. I think another reason why I'm even kind of like, I kind of get taken aback by niggas that already have families is because why aren't you taking care of your family? You're out here having a family or three families already, not even well into your 30s, okay? And you're having new bitches on the roster. You need to make sure that those women that you impregnated are well, are doing well, are invested into because you've invested your seed, so you need to continue to water that seed. Your child, right, but also the bearer of your child as well, I feel like. And the lack of respect that a lot of baby fathers put on their baby mother's name is a reflection of how people treat Earth. You know what I mean? Like the way that people treat Earth is like, oh, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna do whatever. I don't have no consequences. Yes, you do. You may not see them right now, but you will. You will reap everything you've sown. And that's for all of us. But yeah, it was important for me to talk about this before Father's Day because I feel like, hold on, wait a minute. Let's not give all the cake and the claps and shit. No, a lot of you guys need to take accountability for how you are being fragmented in your own fatherhood, showing up for your children, showing up for your families. And you may think you have something going on and you may think that you're doing the best that you can to communicate all these things, whatever, but if those kids are not with you a lot of the times, or you're not making plans, or like if it's not working between you and your baby's mother with the co-parenting tip, why are you seeking out other bitches? Why are you doing that? Why is that happening? Oh, because you're being avoidant of your responsibilities. Hmm. And trust me, I know what that's like. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm just holier than thou. I know what it's like to want to be like, fuck all this shit, bruh. But kids is a whole different story. That's a whole different story. Mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. We're not doing that today, tomorrow, the next day. So I'm making this video to say that a big lesson for me and Polly is, or has been, seeing what kind of father that man is, seeing how much time does he spend with his child or children, seeing how the baby's mother is doing. How is she mentally? Is she feeling rested? Is she invested into? Is she making sure that, I mean, has she had the opportunity to have the foundation to make sure that she is doing okay, doing well, doing better than okay, doing well mentally. I want to talk to her. And even if we're not poly, nigga, I want to talk to her. I don't trust your word. Not like that. I don't trust your word because it's not that valid. Hmm? This tea is so good. Peace. I do not trust a nigga's word like that. No. I need to know that the baby's mother is taken care of in poly. And like I said, even if it's not poly, if it's monogamy, how is she doing? We need to have a relationship, a talk. I think that was something that I was pondering on a lot in my most recent poly dynamic was, should I hit up the mother of this man's child, because I actually know her. Like, we don't know each other, but we knew each other from online. So I'm like, how long is it gonna take me until I spill this nigga's beans? Because I don't know if he's informed her that we are talking, and that is an important thing, ladies. Okay, how are you? I didn't even know you're on here. I didn't know you actually got on Substack. How are you? I need to talk to you, by the way. I need to talk to you because I know what I want to talk to you about on here. So I need to hit you up. But yeah, that's something important to talk about, or to this. That's something important to keep in mind, ladies, that you should have some type of connection with the mother of his child. Because if this is poly, this is all family, right? We're family, right? It's all family, right? Okay, so if it's all family, then we should be all communicating and all, not all together, right? It doesn't have to be like that, but I do think that there should be some type of relationship had between you and the mother of his child if you're going to be in that man's life. Yes. And this is going to be good for you. This is going to be really good for you being on here, honestly. Like, you're already on YouTube, you're already doing your thing, you're already big, but bringing it to Substack is going to merge even more because there's some cool people here. And I like the way that Substack does the shorts here, or like real whatever. It takes your highlights for you where you don't have to edit them, bruh. That shit is clutch. That's why I be going live, like, for real. But anyways, um, let's see what else I wanted to say. Do you have any comments about this topic? I don't know if you can see the topic, but my topic is lessons in poly and the absent father, and making sure that the man is a man, making sure that he's a man, making sure that he's taking care of his responsibilities before he gets to you. And another thing too, this is big in poly, right? A big thing is that I realized when I wasn't even in a poly dynamic, but this is key in poly, right? When I was in a monogamous relationship with a father, right? I realized quickly that I'm not I'm not number one, two, three. And especially if that nigga has two kids or more, you're not priority number one, babe. You shouldn't even really care to be, because you should be priority number one to yourself. That's the most important thing. But when it comes to being with a man that has a child, you have to know that you're not the priority, and that you have to be okay with that. And when it comes to poly, on top of that, you have to know that you're not priority number one, two, three, four, five. The list might go on depending on how many bitches are there. I'm just saying the list might go on depending on how many bitches already. This fucking Mercury pre wait, yeah, it's not. We haven't started yet. We're in this Mercury pre-shadow phase, and my words have been whatever. Anyways, you have to know that you are not a top priority when you're with a man that has a child, and also if you're with a man that has a child and that is poly. And it depends on if you are the one that was with him, maybe with him first after his kid or his kids. Even then, you're still not the priority. So don't get it twisted, and don't even think that you're a priority, even with a man without a fucking kid. But this is about a father, but I'm just saying in general, right? Even with a man without a child, you are still not the fucking priority, and you have to be okay with that, okay? I had to let that sink in when I was with that man in that monogamous relationship. I was like, oh, oh, I come like number four? I came number four because guess what? The Most High, I'm pretty sure the Most High, whatever, spirit, whatever, is first. Then that person, which is basically kind of one, right? Then the child, then the next child, right? So really, you're like five or four in the breakdown, depending on how many kids he has. Are you seeing where I'm going with that? And then even then, his baby's mother should be, actually I should say that his baby's mother should be a priority unless y'all are married. Unless y'all are married. But even then, it's kind of like, it's sticky because this man already has a family. So if accepting that that man already has a family is important. So that's why I'm making this, okay? I'm making this to say this is, the experience that you can experience when you're with a man and he's poly and he's a father. Okay? I'm really glad that my titties did not pop out. I'm so happy. I was so scared. But they did it, and I'm proud of them. I'm proud. Thank you. I'm naturally a silly person, so if y'all see me, if you see me laughing a lot and giggling, whatever, I'm goofy as fuck, okay? No matter if it's a serious topic or not. It is what it is. I can't help it. I think that's it though. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to give my sprinkle on a happy Father's Day to all the real niggas out here that are actually being fathers to their children, even in polydynamics or in a monogamous dynamic, whatever category you're in. Even the single fathers, happy Father's Day. Early Father's Day. I know it's not Father's Day today, but I'm not going to tell y'all tomorrow because guess what? I'm a little salty because what's that song? I'm sorry. No, I'm not. What's that song? I have no daddy around when I was growing up. That's why I'm wild and I don't give a fuck. Don't let my fool you. I forget that song, but that song was that's don't let my I think she said don't let the cute face fool you or something like that. Yeah, I'm not saying it tomorrow because I didn't have no daddy around when I was growing up. That's why I'm wild and I don't give a fuck. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. If you watch this later, let me know your thoughts. Have you been with a man that's poly and a father? What was your priority? What was your experience? Let me know in the comments down below. Engage with me. Pretty please. Okay.